Welcome back to VSG Tea
with Sammi and Bre.
Cheers! All right, guys. So today we have my girl Jade in the house, aka Shades of J on IG. She is the spokeswoman of the bariatric community. She is one of my closest friends. I know she's one of your guys' closest friends too, but we're so excited to have her on VSG Tea.
So welcome. I'm so excited to be here. I love you ladies, and I love this community.
No, well, we love you, and I just appreciate everything that you do for me, and I appreciate our friendship, and I'm so glad that we have this time to just connect with you, introduce our listeners to you with our new podcast coming up. So I'm like, oh my God.
I'm excited for you ladies.
Thank you. I'm excited too. And just for people who might not know you, we wanted to get like a little bit of background on you, where you're from, how long you've been married, how many kids you have, like what you do, everything.
Okay, hello everyone, new and old. Again, my name is Jade. I live in New Jersey, and I am currently married. I've been married to my husband for, it's going to be 2 years this May, but I have known him since I was 7. And I have one daughter, and we are looking to have more. That was actually one of the reasons that I decided to have the VSG surgery, was to help with the reproductive side of things. So that's that.
I love it. And I know I love that you guys have been friends and known each other since you were 7 years old. Like, how does that come into play? Like, how is the dynamics there?
Well, he has me by 5 years. So I was 7 and he was 12. Okay. Our moms, so he wasn't thinking about me at all. Yeah. And I still thought boys had cooties. Okay, they had cooties. But our moms were friends, eventually became best friends, which means, the families just kind of got tight. But because there was such a big age difference, it wasn't like a brother-sister thing, thankfully. Thankfully. But, yeah, we kind of reconnected when he came home from college in 2015, and it was a never-ending conversation.
Oh my gosh, I love that. Yeah. A never-ending conversation. That's exactly how mine kind of went down too, like very, very similarly. Like we just ended up connecting, and then we were together every weekend after that. So I love that. And
that's how it starts.
I can relate to the age gap too. I mean, I won't throw John under the bus, but we have quite a bit of an age gap. Way more than yours, about quadruple yours. So.
Oh Lord.
Oh my God. It's okay.
I'm not going to throw him under the bus, but I'm going to
say, if you do,
and you guys are a beautiful couple.
Well, it's crazy too, because I never knew how old John was when I met him. I was like, oh, he's probably like around my age, or he's probably like 30, and I was like 27 at the time. I'm like, oh, he's good. And then when I learned his age, I literally fell out of a chair. I was shocked.
I almost did too when you told me.
I know, no one believes me, but that's what's happened.
They're more mature. They're more mature.
Yeah, exactly. We'll take a mature moment, someone who's already figured out what's going on. Exactly. Thank God.
Yes, we need those.
Yeah, we do. They're preferable. They're so preferable. No offense. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, mine's 3 years younger.
Yeah, she's robbing the cradle over here.
Go, girl. You go.
Yeah. I know, but he's a different kind of 26-year-old. He's
28 now.
Oh wow, he just turned 28. This weekend. Yeah.
Oh, happy belated birthday.
Yes. Yeah, he's just really mature.
Different.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about it.
No.
You're good.
No. He acts like he's 50. He's fine. He listens to CNN and all that stuff.
Yes. He listens to CNN. And that's why he acts like he's 50. Okay, got it. Oh my gosh. Anyways, so Jade, tell us about surgery. When did you get it? What made you want to get it? Where did you get it?
Okay, perfect. All right, so a little backstory. In 2014, I actually went through the entire process. And when it was time to choose a date, I chickened out.
You're like,
didn't do it. I couldn't do it. I mean, all the money, all the appointments. And I did not have the support. And I think, the further you get along in the process, you realize how much support you're going to need. So it's like at the beginning, you're like, I got this, I can do it. Wait, I need. So then it's like, I realized I didn't have the support I needed. And it was not good timing. So circle back, it's now at the time, it's now 2020, and so much was happening. So much was happening with COVID, and I had actually lost my aunt to COVID in April of last year, April of 2020. And that broke my heart. She was my person. So it was like, I can't give myself any reason to lose this life when so many lives are just being taken, right? So I was diabetic. And one of the things that I saw in my research for getting the surgery was that it could lower your A1C, your cholesterol, your blood levels, things like that. So, I started doing my research at probably about the day after my aunt passed, which I like to credit her for saving me, because it was because of that where I was like, I can't take advantage of this life that I'm living. And so I started doing my research, and I came across a surgical team called Advanced Bariatrics of Somerset, New Jersey. And I had my first consultation scheduled for June 8th. I went, and that day, because I know everybody's programs are different, I went that day, they put me on the calendar. I already had my date. I didn't have to wait for a date. I knew what date I was getting surgery on the day of my consultation.
Wow.
And
I've never heard of this.
Yeah.
I love it. Okay.
So when they opened the count, because it was paper, when they opened that paper calendar and put my name on that date, I literally looked at my husband who went with me, and I almost passed out. And I was like, so there's wait. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I thought I was gonna have to wait, because like I said, when I did it in 2014, it was with a different surgical team. So you have to go through all the steps and then schedule your date. So for it to be the first thing I dealt with, I was like, this is a sign. It's like, I'm not meant to chicken out again. This is the time for me to do it. Your date is set in stone. It's not going anywhere. This is it. So on that day, I was scheduled for August 21st. And I still had to go through all the same procedures. I had to go see my PCP. I had to get an endoscopy. Like, I had to still do everything, the blood work, all the COVID tests. I feel like I had 3 or 4 of them. And then it was the week before, and I was getting information about, my stay in the hospital. And I was just like, this is real. Like, this is happening. I was approved for this surgery. I have the support that I need this time. I'm excited about it. I've now intertwined myself with this community on Instagram. Like, how is this lining up so perfectly? And again, you hear me a lot. I give credit to my aunt. She's up there working miracles. I always say that.
Yeah, right.
So then it was August 21st. It was the day. And I'm trying not to get emotional because.
No, it's okay. You're talking to me. Oh.
I'm a big baby.
No, like, me too. You're gonna make me cry.
But I'm sorry. But it was, surgery day, and I just remember having all the feelings, because when, leading up to it, you're very, I got to get this done. I got to get this done. I have to buy that. I have to go to this place. And you're like so focused on that. But like, where are your emotions? Like, did you realize that this is a major surgery, a life-changing decision you're about to make? You might want to stop and think about it.
Yeah. To this day, I still am like, what did I just do?
It all hit me that morning. Like, it's like, I couldn't sleep, and I had set an alarm to take, because for my section, I had to drink 20 ounces of Gatorade, X amount of hours before. My alarm didn't go off, so my body naturally woke up, and I'm like, oh crap, I'm 2 hours behind. Like, I should have drank it 2 hours prior. And I'm like, this is the beginning of the end.
Oh my God.
I was just freaking out. So that already started rocky, but I drank it anyway. I was like, hey, it's going down. And I went, and we went, and all of a sudden things are happening. They're going, and I'm like, this is happening. Like, you're doing it. You are about to make this life change. But it's like, there was fear and there was anxiety. Yeah. But I saw my daughter, and I saw my daughter graduating high school and graduating college, and her mom being there, and you know what I mean, and supporting her. I saw my husband having a wife into our 60s, 70s, 80s, and not worrying about diabetes and things like that. You know what I mean? And it just made me feel good. Yes. So I went through with it, and I woke up on the other side of it, just feeling good. Like, I accomplished it. Something I set my mind to. I got it done. I did what I had to do to get there. And now it's like time to start working on the rest of my life.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm gonna start working on it.
I love how you brought up the mental state of mind that you're in going into surgery. And I haven't thought about mine since I just heard you talk about yours. But it's so true. You're thinking about all these different things. And
Mhm.
I know your husband was with you because I remember being living on your page for your post to see if you're okay. And he posted and was like,
Yeah.
"Hey guys, this is Jay's husband, and she's out, she's doing good." And I was like, "Oh, thank
Aw.
goodness." So he was
Mhm.
with you, right? Like you weren't alone. Okay.
No, I was not. So the COVID restrictions, they were in place, but it wasn't crazy. So he was able to stay the whole day, but he had to be gone from our hospital at 9.
Okay. Got it.
So my surgery was set for, ooh, I believe it was 6 a.m. or maybe 7 a.m. I can't remember. And I went in and actually it was longer than it was supposed to be. So he was not doing too good out there.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, he was freaking out.
Yeah.
But I had it and everything was going well, but it took up more time. So more time that we could have been in the room with him, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It
Right.
wasn't like that. And then my recovery, I was in the recovery room forever because they had to free a room. So more time is just going here. So
Oh
he
my
couldn't update anyone. And then I
Right.
finally got a room. And as soon as I got a room, out went the message.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I just love
Yeah.
him. He's so
So
supportive.
he was, yeah, he's amazing. And he was able to stay with me, even though I slept the entire time. Every time I would kind of do like he was sitting, I'd wake up and he was eating a snack, or I'd wake up and he was sitting there drooling on me, or
Yeah.
Aw.
Yeah. You're
like
just
he
so
was
down.
always, yeah, he was always there. So I was like, I'm good, I'm safe. And then
Yeah.
I just go back to sleep.
Good.
That was the best sleep ever. Let me tell you.
Oh my gosh. I know. I miss that sleep.
Yeah, you do. You
Oh
were
my
out.
gosh. People tried coming in the room and teaching me how to do things and teaching me about my new body. And I was like, that's okay.
Later,
I'm good.
Yeah,
email me.
exactly. I'm like, someone record this because I'm out right now. I'm in La La Land.
Yes, talk to me
Yes.
tomorrow.
Oh my gosh. I just like so vividly, you have all these like you're going through it, like you're getting it done. You're there at the hospital, you're checking in, you're scrubbing yourself down for the surgery. And
It
you're just
gets
like,
real.
oh, I guess I'm just gonna have my surgery right now. And
It
it's
gets real, yeah.
so hard to wrap your head around. What was it like for you? We've never even talked about this.
What you mean, like the day of my surgery?
Yeah, the day of your surgery when you're getting
Yeah, I wanted to run out of the hospital that morning because that's when it actually hit me that I was having surgery. It was like,
Mhm,
because
I know.
for me, I was like very not prepared. And
mhm,
like that's kind of my story is
mhm,
just be prepared as possible because I was not. And I
mhm.
like had major fallbacks. So for me, I was not running around buying things like crazy. I think the only thing that I bought was like
Right.
those little baby like Jello shot cups
Yeah.
and like maybe like some like Gatorade, but that was pretty much all that I had.
Because she came
What?
Yes, because she came before you and I started our journeys because you got yours done. Sorry, you had your surgery 10 days before mine. And by that point, you and I were both pretty involved in the community where we were like, okay, let's be like preparation queens and we
Mm-hmm.
like see other people going through their stuff. And she never had anything like that. So her story is like it shakes me to my core sometimes. And she's just like, she hasn't even had like a post-op checkup with a doctor since her surgery.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like my last one was I was probably like 4 months post-op.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's,
So I didn't
Mhm.
have the community whatsoever. The only thing that I had was like 2 Facebook groups. And one
mm-hmm.
of them was the people from my Kaiser class, and the other was a Kaiser bariatric support group. And there was only like 20,000 people in that group, and not a lot of people posted in it. So I didn't really do any research beforehand. Like I knew people that had the surgery, so I
Mhm.
thought that that was going to be okay for me.
Right.
But
Like she asked somebody who had the surgery, like, hey, should I do this liquid diet before my surgery to shrink the liver? And her friend's like, no, it's not that big of a deal.
they
Like, you're
don't weigh
good.
you, you're fine. And I was like, oh, okay, whatever. So I literally had a funeral up until like midnight, like
Mhm.
24 hours before my surgery. I was eating cheesecake, all this stuff. Yeah, it was insane.
Well,
Yeah.
I
cheesecake in a
know.
minute. We always make an exception for
That's right.
cheesecake.
That's
Always.
fine.
Yeah, it was
With the
literally like
cheesecake.
11:30 at night, and I was like, I have a half hour. Like,
Mhm.
I'm good. But yeah, no, so
Mhm.
I was not prepared whatsoever. So then the next morning I woke up and I was like, all right, like,
Mhm.
let's do the damn thing.
Mhm.
Like, here we go. And then my mom and my stepdad took me to the hospital, and I literally went back there, weighed myself, got my IV in, and then I sat there and I was like, holy crap, I'm having surgery. And then I thought about it and I was like, why the hell am I doing this? I know nothing. Like nothing. And then
Yeah,
I remember my mom coming back there and like talking to the doctor and she's like, can you take out a little extra more stomach than like per usual? Like trying to joke, like, you know, and I was like, let's not do that. Like I'm fine, you know, as is, like let him do the procedure. And like
oh my gosh,
everyone's joking. And then I'm starting to get super nervous and I'm like, okay, what happens if I just rip this thing out of my arm and I just run? Like,
yeah,
what's the worst that could happen? But then they gave me like that, you know, the cocktails, what they call it.
No, I don't know. I didn't get that.
You didn't get the cocktail?
No, I did not.
Oh, that's very unfortunate. That is the best high.
Did you?
Yeah, I got a shot or something. It was actually really horrible because like you, and I'm starting to think everyone else, when it sets in, you're already at the hospital. There's nothing you can do. You're in a position where it's there.
You're like,
and I was sitting there and it was actually our dating anniversary because we still celebrate all the anniversary. I don't care. We celebrate it all. And it was our dating anniversary and I had wrote him a card. And I had this long thing in it. And my intent was to give it to him before I went in. And it occurred to me, I never gave him the card. So I started panic. I was like, oh my God, what if he doesn't know? Like, what if something happens? What if I don't make it? Like, what he doesn't know what and I went into a hysterical fit. And next thing you know, it was a full out panic attack. I couldn't breathe. I was sweating. I was shaking.
Oh my gosh.
The nurse was like, and I didn't realize because I was in and out. The nurse, the particular nurse I had, she kept trying to find a vein and she could not find the vein. So I have these thoughts in my head and she keeps poking me and not finding the vein. And it set me into a panic attack. So they had to actually lay me down because the room was spinning and I was like, screw it. It's not meant for me. I want to go. I'm ready to go. And they laid me back and all of a sudden everything was like normal. So I don't know if you're having a moment where you're having a panic attack, try laying down because when I tell you they laid my bed back and I was just like,
okay. Right.
Okay. But I guess while I was doing that, they distracted me and then they actually switched to my arm because she could not find one in my hand. And then next thing you know, I was waking up in the recovery room. I remember nothing after that.
Give you that cocktail because that will make you so like relaxed and sleepy. I was literally like, yeah, do the surgery. That's cool. I was making friends with the nurses rolling back. I was like, so how old are you guys? Like I was literally like high as a kite, but I was totally chill with having the surgeries. They've had to do that every single surgery I've had, by the way.
Okay.
I'm like, I will need the cocktail 30 minutes before you roll me back there because I refuse.
The cocktail.
I was asking for mine too, though, even though I was calm as a freaking cucumber.
That's why they didn't do it too. Next time, freak out.
I believe it.
How weird is that, though? I was just like, okay. Another day, I'm going to be off of work for a few days. I'm freaking stressed about it, but literally,
you were very tunnel vision.
Yeah.
Like when you focus on something, you just focus on it and you worry about it. Like I get that. Like, oh, I have to do this, then I'm going to get it done. I just need to see it. I see it. I'm going to handle it. We're good. Like I can totally see tunnel vision.
Yeah, 100% is total tunnel vision. Yeah, 100%. But I was wanting that cocktail, so I missed out on that. How has everything been for you since surgery? Like, do you want to talk about like how much you've lost, like how you're tracking? Like, what do you think? Yeah.
Okay. So what month is this? February?
Yeah.
As of February 21st, I'm officially 6 months post-op.
Yay.
And the recovery was, I don't want to make light of this at all. Mm-hmm. My recovery was excellent. Like for a while, I kept saying, did I actually get the surgery? Because everything felt normal. The first week, obviously you're drowsy. It's hard to get in liquids. Like water was like drinking fire. Yeah. But like, I felt like after the first week, things were back to normal. I only took a week off work, but I was ready to go back by like day 3. So it was very weird. I know everybody's recovery is different. And I was just so thankful that mine was how it was because I was dealing with homeschooling. I'm homeschooling my daughter currently. Because of COVID and everything, I have work from home. Mm-hmm. I'm still a human and now I'm recovering from this surgery. So it was a lot going on, but recovery has been well to me. And since the surgery, I'm officially down 54 pounds.
Woo!
I am stall queen though. I'm stall queen.
I love it. I love it though.
Once a month.
At least one time a month.
It's like every other month I stall for the whole month. I can't tell you why. It is constant stalling. So at this point, I'm just used to it. But that was something at the beginning. Like I actually just got through a 1.5-month stall and it broke me.
Oh,
it
wow.
was, you know, because at the beginning they say you're going to stall here and there. So, you know, whatever. But I'm on my way to 6 months. Like stalling for a 1.5 months is telling me my body's done. I'm not losing any more weight. And I am angry. I am sad. I'm like devastated. All this money I spent and it's not working. I'm doing everything I'm told to do. Why is this weight not dropping? And, you know, getting on the scale and the number not changing, disheartening. And I had to tell my husband, hide it. Please take it. Because every time I got on, I was like, I know this was a good week. I was running, I was exercising. I get on, the numbers either the same or a couple of ounces higher. And I'm just like,
Oh.
You know what I mean? And I feel defeated. So a couple of weeks ago, I told him, just take the scale. Just please get it out of here. I can't handle it. And I talk about it a lot, how before the surgery, I didn't even get on the scale. Like I did not care about a number. I was secure. I was good with how it was. And now it's like after surgery, I need to know that number. What is that number? Is it going down? Is it going down? Because I've worked for this number to go down and it's going upwards, not moving. And up here, it's still difficult to tolerate. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter what you say because you know, oh, it's muscle forming, or oh, it's okay for your body to stall, or oh, it's just another week. But up here, there's something that's like, you're failing. You're not doing the right thing. You're eating too much or too little, or you're never gonna lose this weight. And then it's just like suffocating. It's literally suffocating. Yeah. So you know, that was pretty difficult, but then I just had to decide to focus. And when I say it, I don't say this lightly either, because it did not just happen. I had to journal and I had to talk it out. I had to let the tears come. I had to let it work itself out because I was really broken by it. I was bothered by it. And so I started meal prepping, and not to the extent of weighing out everything and telling you I'm eating 5 grams of protein per meal. Like I didn't go that far into it because it would drive me crazy. Yeah, but I started making sure that I'm eating X amount of meals a day. I eat at the same time every day. And then, you know, I got on the scale, you know, just out of curiosity to see if this final attempt was working. And I dropped, and I was just like, yes, to the broken stall. Yes. I've been dropping ever since. So I don't know if it's the fact that I am eating more routinely. I don't know what did it, but I have now been meal prepping and consistently losing weight for 2 weeks. So I'm gonna keep
proud of you.
I'm gonna keep that up.
Yeah, you are. I know it's crazy too, because it's like, yeah, I know stalls are so scary, especially in the very, very beginning. But it's like, for me, I'm like, you know what? I did this surgery and I know that the weight's gonna come off. I just like keep saying that to myself, like, it's just gonna come off. You know, be patient, because there's days where I've been stuck at my same weight for a very long time. Yeah. And I stopped like weighing myself every single day and like obsessing about it and stuff. But it is scary early on when you don't.
Oh, absolutely.
When it's not moving. It's funny when you said like that you didn't weigh yourself before you lost your weight, because Sammy kind of says like the same thing. Like when she was bigger, you were saying like you were more comfortable and you're like, this is what I am.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%. 100%. Like, this is me. I see who I am. Like, I'm fine with it. Let's go.
Yeah. I never weighed myself. Never. Up until
we didn't have a scale in the house.
Yeah. I didn't either. I never had a scale until I had my surgery. I actually bought one after my surgery.
I didn't either, actually.
Yeah. Because I was like, what am I going to weigh myself for? I'm not intentionally losing weight.
And then we all bought like the smart scale, because like we were all the same brand, right? On Amazon.
Yep.
You buy the white one.
Yeah. Has to match the bathroom.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, dang it, I wanted the black one, but I guess I'll save a couple of dollars and buy the white one.
Yes. Yeah. So I didn't even get a scale until pre-op. And so and again, it started off, you know, just doing it weekly. And then I realized weekly kind of became every day. It snuck up on me. Like I'd get up, I'm like, oh, I have to pee. Oh, there's the scale. Let's just check it out.
Yeah.
Going down. And I got a high off the number going down.
Oh yeah.
Is that weird? Like, you know what I mean? Like I got a high off it. I'm like, yesterday I was down a pound. Today I'm down a pound. And then it's like, the holidays come. Welcome to going up a pound or 2 or 3.
Holidays destroyed me.
Like, and even though you can't eat as much, it's like the little bit that you do eat, it sticks to those bones and it sticks to that scale. And that is the beginning of the spiral for me. So I feel like I had to go through that. to get to that low point, because like I said, my recovery has been great. I haven't had any low points. That brought me, I like to say it humbled me. I was humbled. And yeah, so no, I'm going back to once a month. I'm starting at once a month.
Awesome. That's awesome.
Once a month, because it was just too much. It was like,
it
was too much. So as long as he hides it, there's nothing I can do about it, because he will not give it to me.
Oh, good. Okay. I love that. I know back in the day, Kelly and I think Allison, they had the Ghost of Scale.
Yep. In October.
And I was like, I'm like, do people need this? And I'm like, no, yes, duh, people need this. But in October, I was living my best life. And I'm like, I'm down.
Right. You or me.
Yeah,
I mean, we're only days apart.
Yeah, I know. Exactly. So we're doing just great. So I'm like, oh my gosh, these poor people that are having to do this Ghost of Scale for a month.
Yeah.
I'm lucky if I weigh myself once a month now. Yeah. Like right before my doctor's appointment, basically.
It's like so important to know though, it's not the number on the scale. And it's something that we all say. We've all said it. Whether or not we believe it in the moment when we're having those down moments, that's just all part of the mental process we have to work on. I'm talking about myself. But like it's so much more than the number on the scale, because as I was complaining about the scale not moving, I was also embracing the fact that I was down 6 pant sizes and I was lighter, and I was running every morning. I was running a mile. Who?
Yeah.
Like me? I was running a mile, not sprinting or walking fast. I was running a mile without stopping every day for a week. It was a challenge I put on myself. You know what I mean? And it's like, this is something that you were not doing 50 pounds ago.
Right.
50 pounds higher ago. You know what I mean? So the scale may not be moving right now, but you are busting your ass. You are working. Things are changing. Your clothes are fitting different. You're feeling more comfortable in your skin. You're seeing changes. Other people are seeing changes, and you just have to literally live in the moment and embrace those moments. You know what I mean? So important.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. I know. It's crazy. The non-scale victories are like, what does it? What's worth this entire process? And, you know, as sometimes we'll get last minute questions from people, and I'm sure you do too, like they're going to have their surgery the next day and they have all of these questions for us. And I feel like it's like a quick fix for some people, but it's really, this is not a quick fix at all, like at all. And it's important for us to talk about, okay, it's not a quick fix, but also like you had to just enjoy the ride. You had to enjoy the NSVs on the way, because sometimes that's all that's going to be there.
Yeah, that's so
100%. You'll see NSVs before you see that scale move.
Yeah, exactly.
For sure. Everyone notices the leg cross all of a sudden. Like,
I know.
Leg cross.
Why am I so comfortable right now?
Or the clavicle all of a sudden is showing, and all your like these they start popping up. Meanwhile, the scale is just where it is, and then it just makes you feel good. So you literally have to embrace every moment of this journey. It's so worth it. So worth it.
Absolutely. And there's things that you and I see. Okay, so I think that when you get to like more of like this is not to be taken the wrong way at all, but when you get to like a more higher in followers level, like where you have like a lot of followers, I feel like you don't get to see some of the nitty gritty that like Jade and I get to see, because we have like this, like these followings that are a little bit more like more intimate, and I feel like a little bit more involved, because when you get to this, a higher following, like it can kind of get muddy, and that's with anything. That's with brands that I work with. That's with influencers that I manage, where you don't kind of like see the details. So sometimes like I'll share details with Sammy that she's like, I didn't know this was going on in our industry. I'm like, yeah, this is what's going on right now. Like this is the chat. You know, how did you get so immersed in our community and be able to like make these intentional friendships that you've been able to make and just create this like amazing community just from your page?
Okay, so my page, I actually had my page. It was never intended to be a weight loss page. I had this page since 2014, and I posted, whatever. So you'd see my family, you'd see my friends, birthday shout outs and whatever. But in June, when I decided that I was going to go through with this procedure, I wanted a support group. So I kind of changed my content to bring in more weight loss surgery followers, whether it was VSG, RNY. I didn't particularly care, because even though they're different, a lot of us will have similarities.
Right.
So I started changing that, and I started following accounts, and they were following me. But I'm very particular, because as you see on my page, I share my daughter, I share my husband, my my ups and downs when it comes to weight loss or my job or my sex life. It's my account. It's my only account. So as followers are coming in, I actually do look at their page. It's like, are you here for weight loss content? Come on in. Are you here to sell me stuff? You have to go. I'm very particular about who I follow and who I let follow me. So my number, could it be at, 10, 15,000? It probably could, but I delete and block people all day because I want that intimate sense. I want you to say, I have a question. Let me go see if Jade's available. Like, I want you to feel comfortable with me. Like, I want you to trust me because I want to trust you. I want to post these things and know that it's not going to end up on some random page somewhere. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like those keto accounts, you really got to watch out.
Yes,
unless you know the person, you really got to
back on that.
Oh yeah, I'm like, is this you? Did you okay this? Did you approve this?
And I'm like, thanks for showing me this. I didn't see this before. Yeah.
But, so I just, when I get new followers, I try, because a lot of times they do come in really fast, but I try to just send a DM, just like, hey, it's me, welcome to my world, just hit me up if you need anything. I always try to do one of those. Wow. If I can't do it right away, it's like, if I notice the same person is liking my stuff, I'll click on their page. I'm like, you haven't liked any of their stuff. Where did this person come from? I need to know. So then I'll send them a message and I was like, I just stalked you. I'm so sorry. You're going to see 75,000 comments from me because I just noticed that you were here, because Instagram is rude and they don't tell you a lot of things. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know half the people are, you know what I mean? Like when they follow originally, I end up finding them later. But it's so important to me to stay me and stay true to who I am. I don't care if it's in a community, at work, wherever. Right. I am somebody that wants to be there for people. I don't know if it's because growing up, there wasn't always someone there for me. So I give what I need. Does that make sense? Yeah. So it's like, I know what I needed in this process. And I know there are a lot of people who don't have the same support I have. I have a husband that was at the track with me, working out with me, changing his eating. He even tried to go on the liquid diet, ladies. He tried. Oh my gosh. He failed. He made it through 24 hours, and that was more than I thought was going to happen. He did a liquid diet day with me. Wow. But it's like, I have these friends, these Brees, these Sammys in the world where I can reach out to them. I was talking to Sammi about a video that she did the other day. And it's like, I feel like people coming into the community deserve that. And if I can be that, even temporarily, like, you may be over me after you see my content, I can't help that. But you coming in, if I could like be your friend, like I have, what is it? I'm your Insta bestie. Like, I'm here for you. We can chat about whatever. I have no TMI moments. It's like, everything is normal to me, especially being in this community. Let's talk about it all.
Yeah, and you do. And I love that.
It's just fun. I just like being there for people. And, when they feel that, they give it back to you. And then you have a real support system. You have a real tribe. Right. Protection,
Yeah. So you found that group then in June when you kind of like switched over a little bit. Cause that's where I found you in June too. Cause that's when I started my page. And you were one of the first people that I connected with. Like literally.
And now you're stuck with me. Poor girl. Poor girl.
For life. I know. And it was just so fun going through our surgeries together. And I got to watch you. You're 10 days before me. And I'm like, oh, this is what I can expect. And it was just so special. And I feel like it's just amazing because you take so much time with, like you said, how you DM every single follower. Can you imagine DMing and opening a conversation with every follower?
No. It's a lot.
It's a lot.
But I cry.
I know. And then you're texting me throughout the day. You're texting me when I'm on my Apple Watch, and I'm just like, are you doing this for like 20 other people? Like, what's going on? Probably.
No, it's like, do you work? I'm like, I work for you all. Okay, I work for you.
Exactly. No, seriously. It's just it's just so encouraging to see, and like you really get to like hear people's stories, and it's amazing, and you just do so much for the community. I also want to know too, like on the other end of it too, like what can the community be better at? What can our bariatric community be better at?
I think that support. I think we tend to, if I can be honest, I think we have a habit of supporting the people that we're closest with. But like I was just trying to say, you have to branch out. So there's this person like me and you. I'm going to always support you. You're stuck with me now. Sam, you're stuck with me now. I'm sorry. I'm going to tell you to keep sugar in your car. I don't know what to
I know. Yes, you are.
I love it.
Stuck with me. But then it's like somebody who may have just followed me yesterday who has 100 followers, they don't show up on our timeline. They just don't. I don't know what Instagram does, but I don't see them. So it's like the rare, like if I don't go when they follow me and just check them out and get to know them, they get lost. They're gone. And it's not, I'm not all like, hey, I'm this amazing person, I only want to talk to Bre and Sammi. It's, I didn't know that person C was here. I don't know. So that's why I attempt, if nothing else, when they follow me, I'll go like a picture or I'll save a picture because apparently that helps the algorithms. Or I'll like look at their stories. And a lot of times, like these people, they're coming in and they just want support. Like they just want to know that there's someone there who understands what they're going through. And then when you think about it, that was us. We created this and we started adding these people because we wanted to know what people were going through. And we wanted to know that we had the support when it was our turn. So I just keep trying to keep in mind, support is everything. A community is a group of people who are meant to support one another. So I know things get a little messy sometimes. And, you know, there's he said, she said, it's just how people work. But at the end of the day, like if you really want to support someone, support them. Support them.
It's free. It's free.
Free, costs nothing. Exactly.
Right. Exactly. Let's have a conversation. No, I love that. I love that you're so approachable, you're so relatable, and you're just like here for everybody. And I can't say it enough, like how proud I am of you and just how like monumental you've been for my journey. Just by watching you go through what you're going through and just like you always checking on me. And like, it's just meant the world. And I know that you do that for so many other people. And it's like, I can't say that, I cannot say the same. And it's a bummer that I can't say the same, but it's just, you know, for me, I wish that I could be like that, but I have a lot of distractions that doesn't allow me to do what I want to do and be that support that I can. And that's why I was like, you know what, I'll just start making videos. And if someone wants to watch it, I had like no followers when I started my videos. I'm like, if someone wants to watch it, okay, cool.
Yeah.
And I would get like,
and that helps people.
Right.
That helps people because it's like, even in the moment, if they, like, I am a habitual avoid livers. I will do lives, but I do not watch them. I tend to skip stories because I have to be in the moment. Because like, even when it's commenting and checking on people, I work from home. I'm in accounting. That's something you should be 100% focused on. But it's like, especially working from home, I have to take a break. That's usually when I contact everyone. They're like, you're sending me messages at 3 o'clock in the morning. Listen, this is when I'm up and free. You just take it.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's like,
don't worry about it.
Yeah, but it's like you post these videos. There are people that are watching the videos. They want to know, hey, how soon can you start working out? Oh, look, Bre just said she just started working out. Oh, she's X amount of weeks here. If she can do it, I can do it. I want to try that workout she did. Like, you may not feel like because you're not texting people every day or messaging them every day that you're not doing something. That's 100% incorrect. I promise you, because there's somebody watching your video, may not even comment on it. People are watching.
Right.
People are watching you. So they may watch your video, they may save it, they may go try the workouts that you're doing, and then it'll be 3 months down the line and they'll be like, I got this workout from Bre a couple months ago. It will circle, it'll circle back. It'll circle back. So you're definitely doing way more than you think you're doing, both of you. You've both had such a big impact in the community. You have no idea.
Oh, well, I just adore you. And it's funny because it's like, I feel like it's a pat on the back whenever I have my DMs all written back. Like sometimes I'll tell Sammi, I'm like, I have no DMs right now. And they're all clear and we'll like, you know, celebrate over it. And
that's a big deal.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, there's just so much more things that we can do to be like more intentional. And like, I know that I definitely try, but with the algorithm, it is so hard. You're so right. It's just hard. So I know, but I mean, I also want to say too, I haven't been a part of a community like this ever in my entire life. I've been in different communities. Yeah. So I'm proud. I'm so proud to be a part of this bariatric community because like, this is how women should be treating women. And this is how people should be treating other people.
Yeah.
And I can go to anybody and not have intimidation there. Like, that's amazing. This has been a safe place for me. And before I even like announce like what I did for work or anything like that, because I don't want things to get like muddied with like my other life and, you know, my industry that I'm in, which is extremely a very toxic industry. And so when I see adults acting the way that they act on our pages, I'm just like, this is amazing. This is a blessing. And this is something that I've been missing in my life. 100%.
Yeah, I didn't expect it. And the best part is that when you make those connections, even if you can't connect with anyone, with everyone. When you make those connections, you'll realize next thing you know, you're texting them.
Mhm.
It's not just a DM. You're not just talking on social media. You have each other's emails. You're sending pictures of, I don't know, you at your kid's birthday party, and it's Insta aunties, Insta nephews. And I mean, you know what I mean? Like you become more than that. I have more friends that I've gotten from this community. I mean, I get calls at like 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm on my way to work. I hope you have a good day.
Yeah,
Damn
I love
it,
it.
you too.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, you can make real connections here that'll far surpass social media.
100%.
So it's just right. So it's just even if you reach out to one person, if you make a difference in one person's life or in the community, like, you have no idea what one conversation could do. Even a like. I actually saw, I believe it was you, Bre, that posted, you finally, I have to laugh because I laughed then too. You finally followed someone and she was so
Yes, that
yes.
happens.
Yes, and I'm like, what? I'm like, sorry, I just didn't see.
and I was like,
oh my god.
But even if you did not contact that person ever again, you have followed that person. You've already made a difference, and you don't even know how. You have
I don't know. No,
you have no idea how. But that person, that goes back to what I was saying. That person has been following you for God knows how long, and they're watching you, your exercises, your business, your VSG Tea with Sam. Like, this person sees you. You don't have to necessarily communicate with them, but you're putting yourself out there. We're learning about you. We're falling in love with you guys. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So you're doing way more than you think you are. Way more. Way more.
Oh, I so
just be yourself, and they will flock to you. Amazing people will be in your center. I promise you that.
It's shocking because this is what I do for a living, and I have accounts that I'm on that are huge beauty accounts that I my company manages. And so, but the engagement on, so I always say, like, I have a little baby account, because I have a little baby account still. Like, I don't even have the swipe up feature, but the engagement on this little baby account is unreal. It's like something that Instagram could never touch, because they're like, okay, well, I guess that this is just going to happen. And in other cases, like, they would try to, like, turn this kind of account into like a business account so that they can get you to pay for their ads and everything.
Yep.
And I'm like, that's not what I want. I don't want any of that. None of it. That's why I don't push any products on my page. I don't have any partnerships. I don't have any discounts. I don't. Because I'm not here for that. I'm not here for that. But if others want to be there for that, okay, go and do your thing. But yeah, it's really for me to kind of like zone out and like just kind of get away from what
your safe place.
Yeah. It's a safe place. What is your favorite part? What is your favorite thing about this community? That being said,
the way everyone just embraces me, I feel like I can do no wrong. Like, which is great, because I'm, to anyone that knows me outside of Instagram, I'm a hot mess. Like, I'm honest. I am a goofball. Like, I literally roll out of bed and I'm on Instagram. I don't have time to do my makeup every day. Like, I'm giving you me. What you see is me. Yeah. Oh, there's drool on her face. That's because I just woke up, guys. But good morning to you.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? I am completely giving you me. And I think that people thoroughly enjoy that, whether they laugh about it.
I love it.
Whether they laugh about it or they enjoy, like, there's my dress up moments. Girl, you are fire. I get all the support there. There's my serious moments. I'm here to support you. I'm here if you need anything. There's my husband pops in on all my video moments. We love Mr. Shades of Jade. Like, like, there's always so much support from this community. And that is literally the best part, because I could not feel alone if I tried.
That's right.
Yeah, that's so true.
I love that. That's the theme of our call, is support, because that keeps popping up. And support is huge. And like you said, your first go around, you didn't have support. Now you have amazing support, and you were able to do the surgery successfully. And I mean, I feel it on just such a real level of having that support. And honestly, like, it drives you to want to be successful after surgery. Yeah. You're like, okay, now that everybody's watching.
Exactly.
And now that I'm helping everybody else go through their journeys, like, let me come over here and just support you, and
that is so true, because it's like, you even start posting things because it's like, it helps you become accountable, because if you post, then people see you, and then it's like, I have to keep this going.
Yes. Exactly. Yeah. It's kind of like I always say, like, I started this Instagram account as kind of like my own personal Pinterest, because I refuse to sign up for Pinterest. I don't need to be addicted to any more social media platforms, period, ever. End of story. And so that's why I would just sort of like repost things here and there and like post things that I would want to learn about. And then now we're here. And that's the only thing I want to do. I just only want to help people now. You know,
I'm so proud.
yeah.
Both of you, I'm so proud.
Oh, we're proud
I am so proud because I mean, like, even though there is a lot of positivity and support, there are still negative moments. So to see that there are people literally blazing through that fire and coming out positive and still supporting and motivating, even again, if you're not talking to someone directly, but you're reposting stories that are about positivity, it's such a big deal. Me personally, I can probably speak for a lot of people, but I appreciate that because I like real. I love real, and I can see it and I can smell it, and real attracts me. I'm just like, I want to be your friend. Can we talk? Can we like, it makes, you know what I mean? Like, it makes me want to check on you. It makes me want to reply to your stories or make sure that you're okay. That's what it is, because it's like, oh, I'm okay all the time. Everything's great. Something's not. I don't think so. I don't think so. Show me that you're sad. Show me that you're happy. I want to see you supporting other women, not tearing them down. Because I have seen that where it's like, you're supporting me and in my corner, but you're not being nice to her. And that's not okay with me. So now we're weird. You know what I mean? Because I'm very protective over my group.
Yes, I know you are. I love that. I can do all things with Jade in my corner.
Yeah, you tagged me in that thing. Like, if I ever had to get in a fight, I know who I'm gonna call. You call me.
Right. That's right. To this day.
I got your back. Don't let the cuteness fool you, okay? I'm a Jersey girl.
I love it. I love it. No, I knew that. I felt that in my heart, in my soul. Oh my gosh, it's so true. Like when you're not real, it translates. And on my other page, not real. A lot of not real moments. A lot of let me just make everybody feel great, and I'm just, I'm working for them, and I'm hustling, and I'm pretty, and oh, this is what I look like all the time, and here's this filter, and I have the perfect life, and don't worry. And honestly, it was exhausting. So when I started like, getting on stories with my double chin and like no makeup and just like talking.
Isn't it the best?
It's amazing. It's like, I don't even care about this other page.
But honestly, something you get out of that too is you start feeling more comfortable in your skin. Yeah. Because you know what I mean? It's even though we still throw on filters because I love a good filter. It's like, I'm okay with this messy bun that I have, and I'm okay wearing pajamas because I don't care. This is me. I feel comfortable knowing that I'm giving you the real me. You're getting the real Jade. You're seeing a lot of times, like, I'm in my room right now. The whole world has seen my bedroom, my pictures, like, you know what I mean? This is real. It's real life. And people really do appreciate that. I mean, we like to see you glammed up and having the time of your life and what you do for work. We love following that. Or even like, the video you did about your Christmas lights, or Sam, like everything going on. We watch you, okay? Yeah. Like everything going on with your plastics journey. Like, we love this stuff. You know what I mean? It's real life. So, I mean, like I said, you ladies, you're helping people, whether you notice it or not. I mean, to you, you're just posting, you're just being yourself. But I've learned a lot of being yourself is helping other people, and you don't realize it. The amount of comments, just think about how many times people are like, oh my God, thank you so much. You're amazing. You have just been in a great follow Friday, Women Crush Wednesday. They come out of nowhere. I can't keep up.
Yeah, I know.
But you end up on that list. You don't know how, but you end up on the list. And then it's just like, I did this for you. I did something for you.
Yeah, I'm like, look at all these other people that I'm tagged in with this list. Like, what is this?
Right?
Yeah, and it's just like, I'm so humbled by it. I'm just like, oh my, like, I don't even deserve you people. Like, where did you come from? I'm doing this, and then you'll get no, you were just here. You just listened. You post the real, and it's just like, wow, me being my normal self is helping somebody else.
Right.
What? Yeah. This is a blessing. This is a blessing.
I love that we're talking about this too, because I feel like, you know how you were saying earlier, how you feel like you can do no wrong in our industry. I totally see that too. For people who are listening in, who might be a little bit, maybe like intimidated, or like, oh, how do I start a conversation with Jade? And, like, first of all, Jade, Jade wants more friends, and she's not closing off that part of it. And she's not like the no new friends kind of gal. She's like, no, let's freaking have a conversation. So definitely don't feel like that. But for anybody who's listening in on like what you're just talking about, have you always felt this comfortable in your own skin?
Honestly, I have, which I think is still something I'm working with, because in retrospect, I would say I was like the most confident person in the world. But now there's another level. So either I was not as confident as I thought, or it's possible that I've become more confident. I just I can't figure out where the line is. But it's like when you've been one way for so long, it's like, this is my life. I'm living it. I love it. Like, we're good. You get comfortable, you get complacent, and now you just have to own the state that you're in. But now it's like a whole new thing. And it's like, I'm embracing this. Like, I like this. I love it. Like, yes. You know what I mean? So, I mean, the same thing is with openness. I've always been open. Come sit at my table. Like, I'll tell anybody I'm the biggest nerd. I love math. Who loves math? Like,
I love it. Oh my
God.
Like,
you know what I mean? I'm the biggest nerd, and I don't care about anything. Like, you cannot hurt my feelings unless it's something genuinely negative. Like, you know what I mean? Come on over, sit at my table, let's chit chat. And I'm still that way today as a full grown adult. Social media, I mean, even though our parents told us, don't talk to strangers, give me all the strangers. We're going to not be strangers in about a week. Let me know your life. Let's chat it out. Oh, what, you got a husband? Girl, yes. You got a wife? Oh, girl, yes. I don't care.
I know.
I don't care.
Same. I know. I think that's important too. I always try to say, like, if you guys have any questions, like, seriously DM me, like, reach out to me. But I always do want to always feel like I always want to put something out there that I'm approachable. You are so approachable. So if anybody's like hesitating on DMing Jade, just go ahead and do it.
Because send me a message. Let's chit chat.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. So what does the future look like for you, and how can our listeners support you?
Well, I am going,
and our listeners.
We want to support too.
Yes.
Okay. I'm actually in the process of changing up everything. I said 2021 is going to be my year, and I am playing no games. Obviously still working on my weight loss and everything like that, but I am trying to take my page to another level. I have been working with some people. So VSG Tea, they're getting the tea right now.
Yes.
The tea has not been spilled before this moment.
Oh my God. Are we getting the exclusive? I love it.
I am actually going to be starting my courses to become a life coach.
Oh my gosh.
I'm really excited for that, because I completely base it on this community. I have felt so comfortable helping men and women, because there are men in our community. They don't get a lot of light because they're everywhere, but there are men in our community. But helping men and women, and it just made me find a different passion. So I'm in accounting. I don't hate it. I don't love it, but I actually love helping people, and it's guiding me somewhere else. And I'm just a person that follows their purpose. I just have to follow my purpose. So I'm going to be starting courses to earn my certificates to become a life coach. And thank you. And I may or may not be currently working on a podcast.
Ooh, honey.
We love that.
Yes, we love that. Yes, we love that. Yes, we love
I will keep everyone posted. Everything. Like, I'm a person, I don't rush into anything. You guys may not see that podcast until 2025. But
but she's coming.
But right now, my main focus is just to do everything I've been doing, and just let God continue to guide my steps, because without him, I am nothing.
Cheers.
Nothing.
Tea.
Nothing.
That's the real tea.
Yes.
No, I love that. Yeah, I think that's amazing. And your podcast is going to be next level. I know I want to ask you more details, but without the details, do you know where it's going to be?
I was going to say, when I get them, you will know about it. You will get all the truth.
Okay.
All the truth.
Oh, I can't wait. It's going to be amazing. That's going to be amazing. And so also, like, do you want to like plug like any anything that you're doing right now? Like are you doing any challenges? Are you doing like a weekly live or anything that you want people to tune into?
Yes, I'm not doing any challenges right now. I find that the challenges are difficult to stick with. I'm just going to be honest. I do not, I set my own challenges because when I follow those calendars, I get overwhelmed. By day 3, I'm no longer doing it. I'm not even going to lie to you guys. I'm not even doing it anymore. So no challenges for me. I'm my own challenge right now. But talking about lives, yes, you beautiful ladies do VSG Tea.
Yes.
Me and Brittany, also known as the VSG Foodie. I don't know if you follow her or not, but we started community. So basically, it's everything going on in the community. Back to what I was saying before about some of the negativity and things that are happening. There's a lot of people that don't feel like they have a voice, and it's part knowing and getting to know people, which gives me that opening. But I get so many comments like, how do you do this? Like, I can't even say this without, or I don't feel comfortable with this. Bring it to the table. Bring it to the table. I want to be your voice because you're not comfortable yet. You have these questions. I want to put them out there. I just want to make it known. I don't have to say your name. I don't have to bring you into it, but I want you to get your point across. I want you to understand. And I'm just, one of my followers, so sweet, refers to me as the voice for the voiceless. I feel like that was an honor because it felt very strong, you know what I mean? But it's kind of, we talk about everything. It's not just VSG related, but it's literally everything. Oh, I don't know. One of the questions, the sex life with my husband has changed. Oh, girl, we're gonna get into it. Let's talk about it because I'm saying some things. You know what I mean? So yeah, so that's been a fun outlet. We just do it for fun. But it's now officially every week on Tuesdays. So that's fun. Tuesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern. If you want to check it out. Yeah. But I always post it to my page if you want to look at it later.
Awesome.
Selfless plug.
I love that. And I love Brittany too. And honestly, she did the TMI Tuesdays and she cracks me up. And it's like better to like talk than you two girls. Like I love it. I'm over the moon and I'm going to catch up on anything that I've missed and I'll be watching your next live.
Yes.
Yeah. That's amazing. Well, we're so proud of you.
Thank you.
So where can our followers and listeners who are listening in today, where can they follow you?
You can follow me on Instagram at Shades of J with 2 Y's. And please feel free to contact me. There is, again, no TMI. If you have any questions, if you're uncomfortable about something, if, again, you need a voice, I'm definitely here for you. There is literally nothing I won't answer. All I ask is that you have a bio, because y'all know I will delete and block somebody. Listen, we got to do better with the bios, because if you follow and your page is private and you have no bio, you are not real to me, and I have got to let you go.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. Oh my God.
We need bios in 2021. Bios and names. Bios and names.
I always say something too. It's too much. I love that. And I want to also ask you too, like when you're ready to launch your life coaching business, will you come back onto VSG Tea and talk about that?
She says, duh.
Part 2.
Of course. You get the exclusive.
Period. Yes. Period. I love it. Oh my gosh. Well, we're so excited. I love you so much. And thank you so much for coming on today. And everybody follow Jade. She's absolutely amazing.
Yes, seriously.
Thank you. Thank you. Make sure you check out VSG Tea with Sammi Bre.
Yes. Thank you, supportive queen. I love it.
I love you all. I love you all. Thank you so much for having me on.
Oh, thank you.